to shake the arms out, wiggle the legs, get any stagnant energy out from the sleep. Shake it down. Good, and then go ahead and ground down through all four corners of your feet. Let your fingers open out to the sides, roll your shoulders back. Engage your core here, kneecaps lift. Let's take 3 big sighs here. Inhale through your nose and out the mouth. In through your nose and out the mouth. Once more, a little longer. Inhale and exhale. Good. Just feel your feet connect into the mat first here. And then notice the entire body all the way up to the top of your head. Focusing as you take each inhale, each exhale. Let your mind run away from anything that's happening today. Anything that happened yesterday. Bring it to this very moment here on your mat. Forgetting everything around you. And just feeling what's happening with your body, your breath, each time you make a movement on the mat. I invite you to set an intention for your practice. Good. From here we're going to do a nice energizing flow that I like to do when I used to work in front of a desk all the time. But it's really good and really helpful during this time because you can use it as a pick-me-up if you've been watching Netflix all day. So from here, you're going to inhale, bring your hands to your heart. And as you exhale, interlock your fingers and turn them out in front of you as you round your spine, chin to chest. On your inhale, you're going to reach your arms over your head, lengthen the spine. And as you exhale, release your hands down behind you, interlock them, and then inhale, sending your heart up, opening the chest. And as you exhale, bend into your knees, fold forward, allowing the fists to follow you here. Inhale as you release your hands down to the mat, all the way up into a chair pose, sitting the hips back, looking at the toes, and then exhale to standing. Good. We're going to do that 4 more times, making sure that you focus on each one of those breaths, so not force it, not speeding it up here. Inhale your hands to your heart, interlock them and open them as you exhale, round your spine, chin to chest. Inhale, reach your arms up high, lengthen the spine, let the shoulders melt away. And then exhale, releasing the hands and interlocking behind you as you inhale, open the chest. Exhale, bend into your knees, forward fold, let the fists follow. Inhale, release your hands, coming up to chair pose. And exhale, mountain pose. Good. Inhale, hands to heart. Interlock the fingers, exhale and round. Inhale, lengthen the arms up. And exhale, release the hands behind you. Inhale as you lengthen, chest opens. And exhale to fold forward, fists follow. Inhale to chair pose. And exhale, mountain. Good. Inhale, hands to heart. Exhale, interlock the fingers around the spine, chin to chest. Inhale, arms reach up, lengthen the spine. And exhale, releasing hands behind you. Inhale, interlock the hands and open the chest. And exhale to forward fold all the way down, fist follow. Releasing the hands as you inhale up to chair pose. Exhale, mountain. Good, 2 more. Inhale, hands to heart. Exhale, around the spine. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, release the hands. Interlock the fingers. Inhale, open the chest. And exhale, forward fold, fist follow. Inhale, sweeping the hands up to chair pose. Exhale to mountain. Good, 1 more just like that. Big breath in, hands to heart. Exhale, interlock the fingers around the spine. Inhale, lengthen the arms up. And exhale, releasing the hands, interlocking them behind you. Inhale, lengthen, open chest. And exhale, forward fold, fist follow. Inhale, all the way to chair pose. And exhale, mountain pose. Good, now we're gonna do 2 sun salutations and adding that same flow into it. So if you're not to the top of the mat already, get up there. From here, inhale, reach your arms all the way up high, maybe back bending here. And then exhale, bend into your knees, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, hands below the knees, flat backs. Exhale to plant your hands, step back to that high plank. Inhale here, exhale, press into your toes as you lower with control. Untuck the toes, inhale, cobra, arms, hands planted underneath those shoulders. Exhale to lower, tuck the toes. And inhale, up and back to your downward facing dog. Stay here for 2 breaths, walk the knees. And then looking forward, go ahead and step up to the top of the mat. Exhale, relax your neck. Coming back to chair pose, bend into your knees, inhale, chair. Exhale, mountain. Inhale, hands to the heart. Interlock the fingers as you exhale, around the spine. Inhale, lengthen the arms up. Exhale, releasing the hands. Interlock the fingers. Inhale, open the heart. And bend into your knees. Exhale, fold, let the fist follow. Releasing the hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Bend into your knees. Inhale all the way to standing, sweep it up and over. Back bend here. And then exhale all the way back down, forward fold. Inhale halfway. Exhale, high plank. Hold it here. Inhale, moving through your vinyasa as you exhale, lower down. Untuck your toes and inhale, cobra. And exhaling down and back to your downward facing dog for 2 breaths. Walking the knees up. Deep breath in and out. Looking forward, inhale, step up to the top of the mat. Exhale and fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat backs, gaze forward. Exhale and fold. Bend into your knees as we come back to chair pose. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Pull the navel in. Exhale, mountain pose. Inhale, hands to your heart. Exhale, interlock the fingers around your spine. Inhale, reach your hands up high. And exhale, releasing the hands behind you. Inhale, interlock as you open the chest. And exhale, forward fold. Let the fist follow. Inhale, halfway. Releasing the hands. And exhale, fold. Coming back to standing. Inhale, sweep the arms up and over. Back bend here. And exhale, forward fold. Okay, let's hang out here for a little bit, opening the feet a little wider and grabbing opposite elbows. Let your upper body hang out, let your neck relax. And begin to slowly shift the weight forward into the balls of your feet. Really activating those hamstrings. One more breath. Inhale, halfway lift, flat backs. Exhale, step back to your downward dog. Go ahead and take about 4 breaths here. Walk the dog, or add some twists here, from side to side, wherever feels good. Deep breath through your nose, fingers engaged. On your inhale, bend your knees in towards your chest, lengthen your shoulders. And exhale, straighten the legs. One more. Inhale, bend into the knees, bring them to the chest. And exhale, melt. Come up high to your tippy toes and exhale your knees down to a wide child's pose. Big toes to touch. Press the hips back towards your heels. And walk the hands forward. Bringing your forehead down to the mat or your chin. Take a few moments to get comfortable. And take a few deep breaths. Big inhale into your nose. Fill out the sides of the body, the low back. And then as you exhale, feel everything fall and relax with gravity. Each time getting a little closer to the mat. Allowing this time to check in with your intention, or maybe you want to set one now. From here, lifting the head and just coming up onto your fingertips, you're going to walk the hands over to your left side. Feel the right side lengthen here as you inhale and exhale. One more breath in. And then slowly exhale to walk it over to the right side. Breathing into the left side body as you inhale and exhale. Good. As you exhale, coming back to center. Bringing your hands underneath your shoulder, coming into tabletop. Bringing your knees back in line with the hips here. Making sure shoulders drawing a straight line down to the wrists. We're going to warm up the wrists a little more, so fingers spread, making sure the tops of the fingertips are gripping the mat. And those fingers are facing the front of the mat. From here, you're just going to start to rock forward, taking your shoulders past your wrists. And then as you exhale, reaching the hips back towards the heels. Inhale, shoulders move past the wrists. And exhale and back. Inhale forward. Exhale back. So a few more times on your own breath. Making sure we're not holding the breath at any point. And then from there, you're going to turn the fingers back towards your knees and do the same thing, rocking forward and back. So this time, the further back you go, the more intense the stretch. Inhaling and exhaling each time. Especially if any of you work at a computer, you maybe artsy and you use your hands a lot, you can get carpal tunnel. This is really good to work that out. Good. From here, you're going to release. One hand at a time, you're going to take your left palm up and just start to curl the fingers in and out here, releasing in the wrists. Yeah. And then the next side. And from here, you're going to tuck your toes and go ahead and walk the hands back so that your hips are sitting onto your heels and your toes are tucked. So I'm definitely going to feel it opening into the backs of the feet here. So just try to push through it as much as you can. We're just going to work some neck here while we do this. So just making big circles for your neck. Bringing chin to your chest and opening from shoulder to shoulder. Taking 3 circles in each direction. Keep pushing through those toes. Last circle. Good. From there, as you clench your hands, feel free to tap the toes out if that felt intense. And then from here, coming to a little puppy pose. First, making sure your knees are hips width distance. You're going to walk your hands forward onto your fingertips first. And then you're going to press the chest back towards the ground, keeping the fingertips and elbows off the mat. So I don't know if you could see me. Fingertips down. So same puppy pose, except the hands aren't on the mat. Keep those elbows lifted. Maybe the chin comes down. Just opening those shoulders a little bit here. Inhale through the nose. Good. As you exhale, release the hands all the way down to the mat. Relax them here. Or option to take them into prayer behind the head for the next 3 breaths. With each exhale, allowing your chest to sink a little further down to the mat. Last breath here. As you inhale, rolling forward to your Sphinx pose, coming onto your elbows, all the way down to your belly. Make sure shoulders are stacked right underneath, on top of those elbows. Opening the chest here. Inhale. As you exhale, release down, taking your hands back under your shoulders, tuck your toes. Inhale, up and back to your downward facing dog. Taking a couple breaths here. Maybe you want to walk the knees or just stay still. We're going to get into those hips along now, bringing the feet closer together. Inhale to take your right leg up. Begin to bend into your right knee. And with each breath, trying to send that right knee a little higher, but making sure your shoulders are square here. So don't look under that right armpit. We want to keep just the hips opening. One more breath, inhale. As you exhale, go ahead and step that right foot up between the hands. Back knee to the mat. Coming into a low lunge. Taking your time to stack the knee over the ankle, making sure it's in line, and then sitting up, bringing your hands to heart center. If it feels good, you can untuck your back toe. Really take deep breaths here. Try not to let the belly rest forward onto the thigh. Really press into that front big toe, front heel. Inhale here. Two more breaths. As you exhale, frame your front foot, coming into half split, straightening out that front leg, rolling onto the heel, keeping your left hip on top of left knee. So even if you need to walk the hands in closer, making sure you're lengthening from the tailbone to the top of the head. Inhale. As you exhale, bend back into that knee, coming into full lizard, taking the hands to the inside of the feet, the front foot, and heel toeing it out to the edge of the mat, giving you some room for your hands. And then go ahead and let the hips sink a little further down, checking in to make sure that your right knee is still stacked over the ankle. Taking a few deep breaths here. Option to come onto the forearms if that feels good for you today. If you feel enough here, to stay here for the next 2 breaths. Good. As you inhale, tuck your left toes, your back toes, and lift that left knee off the mat. Coming into that high lunge. Rocking forward and back onto your back toes. Inhale. And then we're going to come into yogi squat. So you're going to go ahead and lift the hips up and step your left foot forward into the outside edge of your hands. Squatting all the way down. So making sure the toes are facing out, heels are in. Even if you need to get wider here or you're on your toes. Go ahead and sit up as tall as you can, hands to heart. And smile. One more breath. Planting the hands, coming into a forward fold as you inhale, straighten your legs. And heel toe your feet back underneath, hips width. Relax your neck here. On your inhale, halfway lift. Hands below your knees, flat backs. And then as you exhale, plant your hands, step back to downward dog as we go into the other side. Taking 2 breaths here. Bringing your feet back together. Inhale, left leg comes up. As you begin to bend into the knee, open the left hip, keeping the shoulders square. Inhale. One more breath in. As you exhale, stepping that left foot up now between the hands. Bringing your back knee down to the mat. Take your time and find your way up into this low lunge. Keeping left knee stacked over the ankle. Maybe you untuck the back toe, hands to heart. Pulling the navel in, pressing down into that left heel. Deep breath in through your nose. And out the nose. Feel that right hip flexor activating. Inhale. As you exhale, frame your front foot. Coming into that half split again as you exhale, left leg lengthens out. Deep breath in through your nose. And out the nose. One more time in. As you exhale, coming back forward into full lizard, left hand comes to the inside of the foot as you heel toe that left foot out. Same thing here, a few deep breaths. If you went down into the forearms on the other side, go for it here. Making sure left knee isn't going past that ankle. Good. From here, coming back up, as you tuck your back toes, we're gonna lift into that high lunge, back knee off the mat, and gently rocking forward and back here. Inhale into that hip. And when you're ready, as you exhale, step that back foot forward, back into that yogi squat. Sitting up nice and tall. Pressing the elbows into the knees here, hands to heart, helping you to lift that spine a little more. Inhale. And exhale. One more breath. This time, interlocking your fingers into steeple mudra, pointer finger and thumb finger up, reaching them over your head. As you inhale, ground down into those four corners of your feet, lifting the toes. Coming to mountain pose, as you inhale, press all the way up. Exhale, hands down by your side, heel toe those feet in. Take one more breath here. And exhale. Awesome. We're going to get a little bit into the shoulders. So let's come ahead and find a seat with the legs crossed. Shoulders and neck. So I decided not to do much crazy stuff today. Just wanting to get you up and moving on this Monday. Get the body flowing. And regenerized, energized. It's not the word. So, we're going to do a few shoulder rolls. So let the palms face up here. Make sure you're sitting evenly on those sit bones and nice and tall. And begin to roll the shoulders forward. Inhaling into your nose. And out the nose. And then go ahead and roll them back. Squeezing to your ears and then releasing. Good. From here, we're going to interlock the fingers, but backwards. So you're going to go ahead and flip the palms around. So twisting the wrists around, like so. And then interlocking the fingers. So this way, cross the arms. And then interlock. You're going to reach those hands over your head. And lengthen the spine here. Lengthen nice and tall, pull your navel in, hold it. Make sure you're not squeezing your ears here, let the shoulders melt down. Inhale. As you exhale, give a little bend into the elbows, feel the shoulder blades move down the back. Here. And then inhale, lengthen. And exhale, bend. Two more, inhale, reach it up. Exhale and bend. One more, inhale, reach it up. And exhale, bend. Hold it here. Still grounded into those sit bones. Go ahead and begin to twist to your left. Inhale. And as you exhale, you're going to release your hands. Taking your right hand to that left knee, left fingertips behind you. Still sitting on, make sure you're not lifting that right hip. Send your gaze behind you as you inhale. And exhale. Hold this here. Begin to turn your face forward to that front shoulder. Bringing the left ear down towards that right shoulder. Lengthening the left side of the neck. Inhale. As you exhale, staying in your twist, turn your gaze down towards your feet, towards the mat. Inhale. Good, exhale back to center. And then just to regroup before the other side, you're gonna walk the fingertips forward. Staying on the fingertips here, let your head hang. Deep breath in through your nose. And out the nose. In through your nose. As you exhale, walk the hands in. Coming to the other side. Inhale, reach your hands up. Go ahead and cross wrists, interlock the fingers. Exhale as you bend into your elbows once more. Now turning to your right. Inhale as you hold it here. Use your core to twist. And then releasing the hands to exhale into that twist. Left hand to the right knee. Right fingertips behind you, helping you get a little deeper. Look behind you. Inhale. And exhale. Now sending your gaze forward, left ear towards left shoulder. Inhale. And then looking down towards your feet, keeping your twist. Inhale. And then exhale back to center. And then we're going to do a side bend. So left fingertips out to the side here. Inhale your right arm over your head. You may bend into the left elbow. Maybe it comes all the way down to the mat. Opening the chest towards the ceiling. Inhale. As you exhale, start to straighten that right arm. Let it peel you all the way up. And over to the other side as you inhale, left arm over. Opening this left side, inhale. This time as you exhale, sweeping the hands forward, walking the fingertips out in front of you once more. And relax the neck. Good, inhale, walking the hands back in. And we're going to come to lion chart back, so releasing the legs, planting the feet. Go ahead and shift your hips forward and lie flat into your mats. I'm going to adjust this here. You're going to keep a bend into your knees. We come into a double supine twist. So from here, plant into your feet. Bring your feet close to your booty. And you're going to lift your hips up and over to the right side. And then drop your knees down to the left side of the mat. Option to take the hands behind the head. Or the right arm out to the right, gaze out to the right. And breathe into this low back twist here. 4 big breaths in and out. Feel your belly rise and fall with each breath. On your inhale, lifting the knees and then shifting your hips over to the left side now and dropping your knees down to the right. Keeping those shoulders to the mat for 4 deep breaths here. here, corpse pose. Bringing the hands down to either sides of the body, feet opened out to either corners of your mat. Tucking your tailbone so you're nice and flat here, and shoulder blades squeeze under. Allow your eyes to close, your jaw to unhinge, your fingertips curl in. No problem. You just take a few deep cleansing breaths all the way into your belly and out your belly. Feel your belly rise and fall with your breath. Allow your body to melt into the mat a little more with each exhale. Checking in with your body, letting go of any tension that may be left over from the feet to the top of the head. Relax. Checking back in with your intention that you set. Maybe you want to set one for the rest of your day. Doing that now. From here, take a full breath all the way into your belly, your sides, your chest, and hold it there. And as if you're trying to fog a mirror, you're going to let it out through your mouth as you pull the navel in, pressing the air out as you exhale. Again, inhale to the top of your breath. Hold it. And let it go. Once more, a little longer. Inhale all the way to the top. Hold it for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and exhale. Gently wiggle your fingers and your toes, and slowly find your way onto your side, coming into fetal position before we sit back up. Using your arm as a pillow, bring your knees in towards your chest. And when you're ready, pressing yourself up onto your side, back to a seated position. And bringing your hands to heart center. Take an inhale. And exhale, we bow towards our hearts with gratitude always. Namaste. Thank you so much. Thanks for joining. Happy Monday.